All right, we want to welcome Joe Goldberg to the studio today.
Happy to be here.
And before we even get into it, are you sick and tired yet of people telling you have the same name as that guy on that TV show?
Very sick and tired of people telling me, yeah.
And he actually has your name. You don't have his name.
I had it first of all. Second, it's not his actual name. So it's very unfortunate when you search the name and the first 15 rows on Google is
you.
The other, yeah, you.
That's actually a good look for you, though. Is that helping, you think? That could probably help.
I don't know. Definitely a lot of people are searching the name. However, I feel like my name is coming down a lot lower than his. So, but you know, it gives me some motivation. One day I got to be bigger than the biggest actor in the world right now.
I've been seeing you at some shows here and there. I know you're a young guy. First of all, how old are you?
18.
So you've been traveling around shooting shows since you were 15, 16?
I've been shooting shows since I was, I think, 15 or 16. But I started shooting photos when I was about like 11 years old. I was doing a bunch of travel, like nature, adventure type photography and videography and stuff.
So what got you into photography?
Well, me and my cousin, when we were like 11 years old, we had our little cameras that we just got, and we went to Israel, and we just started taking pictures and started capturing memories and stuff, and just fell in love with it, found my passion, and then just started shooting all the time.
So how you go from a trip to Israel to like A$AP Rocky concerts?
I've always loved music a lot, especially, A$AP Rocky's music. That's what first got me into music. And so I was just like, I love photography. I love music. Why not incorporate both of them?
So what was your first show that you got into?
My first show was this dude named Larry June, if you know who that is.
No.
Right, so he was opening up for Smoke Pert.
Okay.
And I didn't know who he was either, but I just found out he was opening, DM'd his manager, and I was in there.
It goes down in DMs. It's real. It's real. And that's where I want to go to. You were in a lot of places that, I mean, not only kids would dream about, but adults would dream about. How do you go about getting in these events and working with these artists?
Well, it first started like for real with the music stuff is when I met Lil Xan, as you probably know. I just started being around him. We became close, and then next thing you know, I was out in LA just with him for a month and meeting all these artists that were coming by to his house or to his apartment, and just made all these connections, and that was
so. Give us that story. How do you meet Little Xan? Especially because you guys you're in DC and he's California based. How's that happen?
So he had a show at the Fillmore in Silver Spring with famous he didn't come, Shy Glizzy and Lil Pump, and I DM'd his DJ, and I was like, or Xan's DJ, and I was like, yo, like, could I come through to the show and shoot and stuff? And he was like, we'll see what we can do, like, we'll see. And he eventually was just like, yeah, like, come through to the show, come to the hotel. And like at the time I was like, what? Like, I'm about to go like to the hotel and meet this artist. Like, I've never done something like that before, so it's kind of weird. And then so I went in there and went up to his room, met him, and we were just chilling and became good friends. And then he said the next week that they had a show at Firefly, the festival in Delaware. So I went there and shot that. Then the next week I was flying out to LA for a month with no plan, just to see whatever would happen.
That's crazy.
Yeah, my aunt and uncle have a house out there, so I was just staying with them.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah, so I had the place to stay, so I was just figuring out what I'd want to do. And then he texted me and was like, come through to the crib and play video games. And I was like, should I bring my camera? And he was like, if you want. And I was like, oh, all right. So like, we're just about to be chilling. And then I just stayed there for like a month. Like,
wow.
Yeah.
As young as you are, taking trips across the country, how's that? You saving bar mitzvah money? You saving birthday money? Like, how do you get money to be traveling like that? The bar
mitzvah money got me my first camera. So.
I was just joking about that. All right, cool.
You're on point with that. When I was with him in LA, I wasn't paying for food, a place to sleep. You know what I mean? Like, just everything was there for me. And he was paying me on top of that. So that's that. And then Yeah, just getting paid a little bit, so pay for travel and
just now you got like a LLC, is there a Joe Goldberg LLC?
I mean, I deal with some W-9s here and there.
All right, cool. Yeah. So you're a bit more advanced than people think. I think a lot of people just think it's all.
Is that the camera rolling right there?
Yeah. So Joe's filing taxes, man. That's what I like to hear. That surprises me, man. Good for you. Unfortunately, but good for you, man. Because that's. I think one of the most important parts to photography is the business hustle. Like there's so many guys that make my work look like I just started with a camera, but those guys are sleeping on couches at the end of the night. Like where do you feel business wise you see yourself ending up? Like you're a photographer now, but where does it end?
Hopefully. But just, I don't know, just work hard, get money, do everything how it should be. I don't know. So
talk about the music videos. I seen you're really starting to get into that and focus on that now.
Yeah. I'm hopefully going to start directing a lot more music videos this year. I shot, my first two were with Zan. We shot one to Watch Me Fall and one to Tree Sap. Two of his singles, and they hit 9 and 7 something million. So the numbers, they did well. So that was nice to, get a little start in that with a big artist and you could reach a large audience. And then 3 weeks ago or like a month ago, I was in LA and shot another one for ASAP Ant.
I seen that. I seen the behind the scenes footage. Yeah.
So we shot that, and that was kind of cool because I first started doing this music stuff because I liked A$AP Rocky and stuff, and he was in the mob, so it was cool to do that.
So like, how fancy is Joe Goldberg at this point? I mean, you got a lot of followers. If I'm just a young kid from around the way wanting to work with Joe, is that even possible? And then how do I do that if I'm an upcoming rapper?
For sure, just DM me, have a little budget. Let's get it.
So you're down to work with anybody then?
Pretty much. I mean, like, a little bit.
Music's got to be good though. Music's got to be right.
Got to be there, and if I have the vision, So yeah.
Talk about your absolute favorite artists you've been able to shoot so far, minus Zan. I know Zan is your boy. You've got a lot of work with Zan. Who's your favorite artist to pull up on and shoot a concert for?
I enjoy shooting for YBN Amir. He's a funny dude. Smoke Perp as well, also a funny guy. I enjoy, being around people who are, funny or just have good vibes in general.
Yeah.
So yeah, probably them.
You ever felt uncomfortable pulling up in a situation? I mean, we around some rappers, man. You're not the biggest white dude I ever seen. Like you ever get like uncomfortable when you pull up on some of these groups? I mean, I do sometimes.
Occasionally, like
I'm a big boy.
Of course, like I'll be. Well, for example, with ASAP Ant, like he was just like, come through to this place. So I'm like, all right, like, well, and I don't know if he's like 20 deep, I mean, I don't know how many people are there. So I'm just about to walk. And I normally go places alone, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I noticed about you. You got some balls, man, to be going places alone.
I got my 3 homies here. But,
you got the DC gang with him.
Yeah. But for example, for that, I was just like, I don't know what I'm about to walk into, but then I ended up walking in and it was just like 3 people, super chill studio session. Yeah. But I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I'm just like, we'll see how this is about to go down. And like sometimes if I'm not familiar with many people there, but normally I feel like I know enough people with like who are around them that I'll be chill. So
yeah. So you just graduated high school, right?
In 4 days.
In 4 days. So you're graduating early, which means you took what? You got your...
No, so with our school, we go to Israel for 3 months.
Oh, okay. So, man, what kind of school you going to, cuz? Israel for 3 months? Yeah, what the hell?
I don't know.
We barely even got a meal at lunch.
Yeah, we take extra credits, and then there's just a big trip at the end of the senior year, and we're all going. So.
Really? And that's about to happen here in a couple days? So
February 23rd.
And you're going for 3 months at that point. Man, can you put me on to a couple shows while you going? Can you hook me up? Let me shoot a couple while you go. We was talking before the interview. You're definitely talking about getting out of DC. Where are you going from there?
I'm going to move out to LA this summer and see the vibes. I'll be out there for a bit. There's, of course, I feel like there's a little bit of toxic stuff in the air out there, just like with people, I don't know, just some like fake people out there. But at the same time, there's a lot of good people, a lot of good work, a lot of connections to be made. a lot of business to be done. So
Now, what's this stuff you've been talking? I've been seeing you post stories about you're looking for other creative people to kind of build something, or are you able to talk about that a little more? Kind of tell us what that is.
Well, for example, like I see the Lyrical Lemonade right there. Like Cole Bennett, he can't do what he does alone. You know, he needs a group with him. Some people shooting the video, like the directing, the this and the that and the other. So I feel like just working with a team and a group is going to further my work and everybody. And
so that's the move for you. You want a solid team around you.
I have a couple homies out in LA who we've been talking and discussing on how we could do some cool stuff.
And what do you do with that? Something similar to like a Lyrical Lemonade? Are you looking to like
do interviews, music videos, just a bunch of
cool.
YouTube
The whole media deal.
Yeah, media.
Cool.
Be like getting that really exclusive content that nobody else is getting.
I think you're close, man. I don't think you're far off from that, to be honest with you, especially with your age. You're so far ahead.
Appreciate it.
Too. Like, I think you're 10 years ahead of where you should be. That's why I really wanted to interview, because I was like, how's this dude getting in all these places? And you're just telling me it's kind of off the strength of the DM. You're really messaging people. You really put in some time. Nobody just came to you and said, "Here's a free one, Joe."
Yeah, I mean, like the thing you got to think about is like when I was first starting this photo stuff, the first thing that really got me going was Sperry sponsorship. You know, like the shoes, the Sperry's.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So shout out Sperry. I don't rock Sperry's. Not exactly my style right now, but you know, they got me kind of started because I would just sit in class bored, not doing anything but emailing like 500 different companies, honestly, like just sending emails to anybody. And a lot of people could get discouraged by no responses and just not follow their dreams anymore. But it could be one response out of the 500 that could really change your life. So.
Absolutely. I agree with that, because I'm always DMing people, and I feel like I could do a way better job at it, or DM more, but it's you email 100, you're lucky to get one response.
Yeah. But like, if you think about it, if this is one artist that you start working with, like you as guys, like boom, you're good.
Yeah. So what's your advice for a kid your age, younger than you, really trying to figure this shit out? Where do they start?
Just keep working, do what you love, and don't get unmotivated if something doesn't work out. You got to have patience, and stuff doesn't always happen right away. It's not like an overnight success, so I'm still figuring it out right now. I'm not at the place I want to be. Technically, I'm not satisfied. So I'm not satisfied, but you know, I'm happy with what's going on right now, but there's more to be done. So just don't give up so quick.
And talk about the style a little bit, Joe. You seem to be like, you little hip with it, man. You putting on for the ladies a little bit here, man. What's going on with your style these days? You say you're not. So what's with the Sperry's? You're not rocking Sperry's? What's wrong with that?
I like Sperry's, and I appreciate everything they've done for me. However, I don't think I'm gonna rock Sperry's that often. Maybe if I'm on a boat, but that's about it. Yeah,
right.
Yeah. But you know, I like look good, feel good. So sometimes gotta put on some drip. You know what I mean?
You single right now, man? You looking? What's going on?
I am single.
Single? No time for the ladies though?
I got work to do. You know what I'm saying?
I hear that. No, that's a good look.
Distractions.
That's awesome.
Ladies can wait. Shout out all the females, but
you're accepting DMs though from females, just in case. Booty pics, any booty pics, send them to Joe. He got you. If you want to show your booty hole, send them to Joe. No? That was too far, Doc? It's just a butthole, Doc. Everybody's got one.
Come on, Doc.
Why Nikon over Canon, Joe? I know you've used all of them. I've seen you with a Canon before, I thought, at a show. Could have swore I did. Maybe I didn't. No.
That's a lie. Never,
my bad.
Never
my bad.
Me with,
My bad.
Always gonna see me with the Nikon.
What made you go Nikon? A lot of video guys are Canon.
I just started. I mean, when I was 30. Oh, I know. My dad had a Nikon D300, and this was when I was 11 years old, and that's when I just took his camera out just to mess around with it, and then that's all I knew. So
okay, yeah. So started with it. You gonna finish with it?
Exactly right.
Let me see that one. What kind of camera is this?
Nikon Z6.
I never even heard of that. 3200, yeah. What's your favorite type of content that you're putting out?
My favorite content, well, one is my adventure, travel stuff. I really love doing that type of thing and just seeing how beautiful the world is and being able to capture that through my camera. But regarding like the music and all that type of stuff, probably my favorite is just like, well, one is in the studio because I love music, so I love to hear what the artists are putting out, and it's like satisfying knowing that like you're hearing all this music and these albums before anybody else in the world gets to hear them.
Yeah, I agree with that. That is cool. Yeah.
So, for example, like I was at Smoke Perp's house like 3 weeks ago in LA, and he was recording a song, and I was just like, damn, like people got to hear this, but they can't.
They can't.
But I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can. So. The content I'm hoping to do in the future is one short films, documentaries.
Oh, okay, cool.
I just have a bunch of ideas on how I could film. Like I just being around some of these artists so much, like I would love to like be able to put out all this type of stuff that I get to see that nobody else knows about them.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of photographers that don't want to talk about this stuff because I think we're at a point where we're trading clout for money as well. And me being a little older, I realized that clout don't necessarily mean you make money either. How do you navigate making money with your craft and also not being taken advantage of either, but also, you know, getting your worth?
I can definitely say I have been taken advantage of due to one, my age, two, to just like my age and stuff. You know, there's not many 16-year-olds that were put in the position where they could make a lot of money like that.
Yeah.
Know what they were exactly doing. But now I feel like I have a better like thought on how I would be making the money. And so one is you got to start somewhere. So at the beginning,
absolutely.
I was just, I don't need money, just shoot whatever I can and like, enjoy myself. Also, like, sometimes it's just worth having the experience. Like I was able to shoot Lollapalooza, not get paid or anything, but I'm like, I get to shoot Lollapalooza. Like I'm so hyped for that. So just to be able to experience that type of stuff was pretty amazing. But as of now, just being more confident with asking for money, like knowing your worth pretty much.
Yeah.
That I shoot a lot for this girl, Alice in Wonderland. Who,
I've seen that. Yeah.
Who's like EDM and stuff. She's a really dope artist. And the first thing, I shot one of her shows at Firefly, and she was like, I'm paying you for this, right? And I was like, I don't know. And she was like, what? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, Joe, yes, I'm paying you for this. I'm like, all right. And she's like, you got to know your worth and stuff. So she taught me that was.
That's good, man. That's good that she was in a position to look out too.
Shout out Allison.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So moving forward, you big Joe Goldberg now. You about to be moving out to California, flexing your muscles a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my man Phil needs a music video, man. What's the price, man?
Definitely.
What's the price?
For my man's Phil?
Yeah. He ain't really your man's, but you know what I mean, give him the third cousin price. Fourth cousin.
We going 600 to 800.
600 to 800? All right.
But that's for my man's Phil.
That's for Phil, though.
For some randoms.
Talk about your music video treatment. How do you decide on scenes and things? Is it based on a budget? Is it based on a vision? How's that go shooting a video with you?
All right. So, well, one is this is like what this year is going to be, is me being able to like really have a more of a creative direction when going into the videos. For example, like with the ASAP Ant one, it was more like on the go, just at the studio, like let's get one done. Mm-hmm. So it's not like I can like really think out like a dope treatment for it. And different scenes and stuff, but like I'll still make it work and still make it look dope, you know, add some sauce, some different angles and perspectives that, you know, but I'm hoping to have more time and like more thought out process with these new music videos I'm gonna be shooting this year, hopefully with some dope artists. And
can you give us any like little sneak peeks of anybody you might be working with coming up? Anybody we ain't seen you do anything with yet?
Okay. I got, there's a couple. I don't like to really speak things that aren't like definitely coming into existence, like 100%. However, like I've definitely talked about doing videos with some DC artists like Money Mar and Zaman.
Okay,
Young
cool.
Manny, but,
cool.
And out in LA, I don't know. I think you could expect a video for a bunch of big rappers. I'm hoping hip hop artists, and then maybe some other genres. We'll see. whatever.
Yeah, what else you listen to outside of hip hop?
I like Tame Impala. I like, some of that chill stuff. There's Smino, if you know who that is. That's another like chiller artist. But yeah, so some like chill music, maybe some In a Sentimental Mood by Duke Ellington, smooth jazz,
Damn. All right. Some elevator
the
music.
The vibe is right.
All right, Joseph.
Yeah.
All right.
But mostly hip hop. Mostly hip hop and rap.
Yeah. I'm same way. I do listen to some other stuff. Is there any rock bands or singers, anything catch your eye that you want to work with outside of the hip hop? Nah.
Not really.
Nah.
Not at the moment, but we'll see.
But would you if the right person reached out to you?
If I
you're down to do whatever.
If I fuck with them, see their vibe and think they're cool, then yeah, definitely.
Cool. One piece of advice for somebody on the next Joe Goldberg waiting in the shadows right now. There
will be no next Joe Goldberg.
Okay.
I like that.
I like that.
Not in a cocky way or anything. Just I feel like I'm unique to my own self. But for somebody trying to do stuff along the lines of what I do, just instead of speaking about things that you want to plan happen, really like just do them. Don't wait. Don't let stuff hold you back. The time is now, not in months or years. So yeah, I just think about getting to what you want to do right now, and
it's a good piece of advice. Appreciate it, Joe. Ain't gonna hold you much longer, man. Thank you, man.
Joe Goldberg, we out here. Yeah.